but it basically releases a stimulant into your body telling you, oh yeah, eat the food, eat the food, eat the food, eat the food. And dropping something by 45 flipping calories is not going to tell someone that's what's going on. Hello, my friend, Simon Miller, the bald asshole here. I hope you are doing well. And this is the first. These stories used to come up all of the damn time. And I would moan to anybody that was going to listen, and nobody cared. They're like, Miller, what are you talking about? Go get a real problem. And they were correct. But this time, I have a platform, so I have decided I wanted to talk about it. You get it all the time. Like, this is no shade on the BBC or the Daily Mail or any of the sort of mainstream news sites you get over here in the UK. But a lot of the health and fitness stuff you read on there, it's just like, this is not educating anybody. And this is what I'm going to talk about today. It's not educating anybody. It's not helping anybody understand how you get in shape, which is the gateway to everything. You know, once you have the science behind it and you can appreciate and relate to it, then you're more likely to do it. And we always go the other way, and we're talking about fad diets, and we're talking about this, and we're talking about that. The most recent one, I think what was announced today, or at least in the last 24 hours, comes to Cadbury's, who are a chocolate company, I'm sure you know, but just in case you don't. And they are releasing a healthy chocolate bar. Now, I have put that term on it, but that is the idea. Here's the article. And I mean, look, it's nice and simple. Cadbury is shrinking the size of the Double Decker and Whisper Gold bars sold in multi-packs so they contain less than 200 calories in an attempt to help tackle obesity, but the smaller bars will cost the same. So the instant issue there is that the focus isn't on what we're actually doing, and it's the fact that we're not changing it from a financial point of view. Now, does that suck? Yes, for obvious reasons, but that's not what we need to discuss. But straight away, I was like, wait a minute. The way we're going to tackle obesity is to just release a smaller chocolate bar. But let's go on. Cadbury's, owned by whoever who cares, said multi-packs accounted for the biggest slice of its chocolate sales, and the change would eliminate 10 billion calories from the UK market in one fell swoop. The company said it was offering more portion control options by voluntarily committing to bring all Cadbury chocolate bars sold in multi-packs under 200 calories by the end of 2021. The list of products being reduced in size includes Whisper Gold, Double Decker Boost, and the Bourneville Classic. I don't even know what the hell that is. However, there will be no change to the size of bars sold individually. And I'll read you the quote out here as well, because Cadbury said the list price for these products will not be changing at this time. Retail pricing remains at the retailer's sole discretion. So when you go through all of this, and apparently they also released a fudge bar, a curly whirly, and a chomp bar last year or at some point that is under 100 calories. And they even went on to say, we recognize we must play our part in tackling obesity and are committed to doing so without compromising on consumer choice. A focus on portion control is recognized as one of the most effective ways of helping people maintain their calorie intake. Yes, that's true. But do you know what would be even better than doing that? Would be actually sitting down someone in a room or investing cash in the school system to explain to kids who are going to grow up what obesity is, what fitness is, what calories are, what macronutrients are, what fat is, what carbs is, what protein. I have said this. I wasn't very good at science. I was okay. But if someone had been able to relate it to bodybuilding, for lack of a better term, you wouldn't do that. I would have loved it, and I would have been smashed it. And the other thing is, before I get into the big spin, Cadbury's has been reducing its portion sizes for several years, having introduced a 250 calorie cap on all singles chocolate bars in 2014. And apparently there's also a dairy milk bar out there that is 98 calories, and it has 30% less sugar. Here's the twist, right? Whisper Golds, which is the one I'm going to do, because I read it, like, I love Whisper Golds, they're nice. So they're going to take it down to under 200 calories, right? They've said that. Now, that probably means it's going to be 199 calories. It's like when you see those adverts and it goes from £25,000 if you're going to buy a car or whatever. You never get there and it's £25,000. The one you want is always £32,000 because that's just enticed you to get in the door. And it's the same with stuff like this. So let's say it's 199 calories, which is still true, below 200 calories. The original bar that you can buy right now is 244 calories. So we have decided to drop 45 calories, and I'm sorry, that is going to make absolutely no difference to anything. And yes, I know calories in versus calories out, but that is not the point. And that is why I get on my high horse and just rant for no apparent reason where these things happen. If you want to have a chocolate bar, you should be able to have a chocolate bar, but understand what it does when it goes down your mouth into your stomach, because so many people don't. I'm not going to out this person. They're very, very nice and they're very, very clever, but they went on a no-carb diet, right? They went on a no-carb diet. Not my thing, but that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to lose some weight, and they were putting sugar in their coffee. And I said to them, I thought you were doing a no-carb diet. And their response, this person is clever, I promise you, said, it's not carbs. It's just sugar. It's the number one carb. It's the number one carb, and people don't know. And that's not necessarily anybody's fault. You know, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I am an idiot in many ways. I'm naive because sometimes I make videos and I don't throw certain information out there because I presume that everybody knows. And as it turns out, I'm incorrect. People don't know because, again, the fitness community, well, it's not really the fitness community, but the people that are backing this kind of stuff don't think, well, we'll take all this money that we're about to plow in to changing all our multi-pack bars and take them down to 199 calories, even though we're just shortening them. They should take that money and they should invest it in schools. They should invest it in schools and they should invest it in teaching people how all these things work. Because then when you do want a chocolate bar, you can actually make a sensible or an educated decision. It's not just based on, oh, well, I can eat whatever I want because I don't know any different, which a lot of people don't. And it just blows my mind that this is what we do. Oh, our way we're going to tackle obesity is we're still going to offer you chocolate, but we're going to knock off 45 calories. What is 45? Unless all you do is eat chocolate bars all day. Say you have 10 chocolate bars a day, then yeah, sure, you're about to lose 450 calories a day, which is absolutely incredible. But if you're doing that, you probably have other issues that we need to deal with. And that's not going to sort the problem anyway, because your diet isn't varied enough and you're going down a very bad path, and I'd like you to come back. But this is what people do. And it's not really a problem. Again, I'm pro, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to get massively fat and massively obese, I mean, I worry for you because it's not healthy, but it's totally up to you. You shouldn't have a bald asshole like me or anybody else pointing the finger going rah, rah, rah. But what I will point the finger and rah, rah, rah as these companies that continue to make, it's like there was a ruling a few months ago. I don't know whether it came in or not, especially because lockdown and all the restaurants shut up, that certain restaurants were going to be forced into capping the amount of calories on a 3-course meal. I think it was something like 1,200 calories. And I was like, that is... So why do if I want to go into a restaurant and have a 2,000 calorie meal for my cheat meal or whatever, I should be able to make that choice. It doesn't solve the problem. If people don't know what they're eating and they don't understand how nutrition works, then you can take a chocolate bar, you can just strip all the sugar and everything out of a chocolate bar and just serve brown. Like, here's brown. It's like just a color. Oh, disgusting. It's not going to go anywhere. And I know I sound a bit like Jamie Oliver with his school meals and everything like that, but I would love if somebody had taught me this as a kid. I really, really would. I would have loved it if growing up I had to learn all of this stuff at a time when the internet wasn't drowning in, fitness materials like it is now. And I made so many mistakes. Like, if YouTube had been around when I was growing up, oh my gosh, I know there's a lot of crap out there, but there's a lot of good stuff too. And I actually could have benefited from that. And I'd probably be ahead in my fitness journey where I am now. But I'm not, because I had to do trial and error. And that's going to be the same for most people. Because again, like maintenance calories, the number one question, what's my maintenance calories? You kind of have to guess. That's what you have to kind of guess, and then you weigh yourself after a week. Oh, I've lost too much weight, or I'm still putting on weight. I'll drop some more calories. But the more information that we can put out there, the better this stuff is going to become, and yet we don't. All we do is we say, well, we're going to cut 50 calories off there, and we're going to cut 75 calories off there. It doesn't work. How can it work? A chocolate bar is still a chocolate bar. Chocolate bar is delicious. Of course you want to have a chocolate bar because it tastes good, and more importantly, it's everything that goes on before that with your body and the chemicals that it releases. And nobody knows that. Sometimes it is the pre-fun before you even eat that actually is what you crave. What's it called now? Why is my brain so rubbish? Anytime I have these conversations, I can remember. Basically, it releases endorphins. It's not that. But it basically releases a stimulant into your body telling you, oh yeah, eat the food, eat the food, eat the food, eat the food.
Eat the pudding, 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 eat the pudding.
And dropping something by 45 flipping calories is not going to tell someone that's what's going on. And when if I have a bad day, right, I kind of have a tendency, if I have a bad day, I'm just going to eat whatever I want because I'm a moron. But it happens, right? We all do it. But because I know what that feeling is, dopamine, thank you, brain. Because I know what that feeling is, I'm able to curb it. Because I can go, no, Simon, you're just feeling like crap because this happened, and now your body has gone into that. You're looking for the quick response. You're looking for the quick reaction. And it's fine to do that every now and then. Of course it is. We're human beings. You've got to give yourself a break. But long term, if we actually want to knock this stuff on the head and we want to give people a proper choice so they know what they can and they can't eat, we got to stop doing stuff like this. It's like the stupid traffic light system. Oh, we're going to put a green light on healthy stuff and a red light on unhealthy stuff. Maybe it does help, and maybe I'm being a bit of an asshole, and I am a bald one, so that's fair enough. But I just think there's much better ways to do it. I think you've got to believe in people a little bit more and just give them the knowledge. Give them if you give a man a fish he eats for one day, but you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. It's exactly the same as that. Allow everybody to know what's going on, and don't come out with, oh, we've made a healthy chocolate bar. No, you have not. You have not made a It's like protein bars. I tell you right now, I have a box. M&M released a protein bar. Did I buy a box of those straight away? You damn right I did. But am I going to use that as a source of something I'll eat every day? No, I'm not. It will be for when I want a mini kind of a treat. They're just M&M bars that have had protein put into them. That's it. I looked at the calories of that versus actual chocolate bar that you could buy, and it's quite big, right? I think there's 16 grams of fat in a main one, and there's 8 grams of this, and there's a big difference in calories, but it's not like mind-blowing. It's not like you've gone from 800 calories to 200 calories, which would make a huge difference. It is a significant portion there, but it's not big enough. And I know that, so I know to curb it. I'll have it here, I'll have it there. If I want to have a little having some fun, I'll have an M&M protein bar. I'm just ranting and raving now, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I see these articles all the time, and one day I just hope that we can break through, and Cadbury's won't be making a flipping 199 Whisper Gold, and they'll be going, here's the 244 calorie Whisper Gold, but here's what it does, and here's what that does, and then blah, 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 blah. And it's this whole thing about, I've got to calm down, but the whole thing about, you need to have 2,500 calories a day. Do you? Do you? I mean, again, that's a good... you need to have a basis, and you need to have a number to be able to throw out there, but that's not going to work for everybody. And you get people that will stick to that 2,500 calories a day, and they're putting on weight, and they're baffled by it because they need to eat less. But they've been banged over the head, 2,500, 2,500. They just go with it because nobody is telling them otherwise, and nobody's explaining this crap. Rant end. That was way too long. I did not expect that to be as long as it was. I'm very passionate about this stuff. And I read it this morning and I just face palmed like the emoji. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Like the video, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash the bell button. I've got a Patreon, patreon.com/Simon316. I treat it like a shop so you can get postcards, t-shirts. You can come on one of my podcasts I do. What else? Cameo type videos, all that kind of stuff. I can't think of anything else. Have a good day. Have a good life. Hopefully I'll see you before then, but I'll see you soon.